If you have questions what it was like sharing a poopy tent with my sister for 8 days.
Are you gonna re-upload the Ibiza set or leaving it?
In that tent, but
Well, I didn't poop in the tent, if that's what you're implying.
You released some worse.
Okay, I farted in the tent one time, and then we got into a fight because Andrea was like, "You're not allowed to fart in the tent," and like, I'm not getting out of the tent at night if I need to go because that's an unreasonable request. Like, nobody gets out while they're sleeping to fart. Like, that's just not fair.
It was like 12 a.m. and we're screaming at each other, and I was genuinely so pissed. Like, when I tell you, Chad, I first of all couldn't even air it out because the desert was freezing and you're shivering. So like, I'm just like looping in circles and like I'm trapped in her stench for 3 hours. So then I had no choice, but I had to go out.
I regret nothing.
In my tent because I couldn't sleep in the tent because it stunk. And then our poor tent neighbor just heard us arguing about her fart for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But,
she deserved it.
This is a type of quality content that
They had
will
been
bring
feeding.
to the tea world.
Our camp was eating a lot of meat, and my body was really not used to it. So what I unleashed on Andrea that night was honestly some of my best work yet.
It was not in a sleeping bag. We didn't have sleeping bags, okay?
If you have siblings, you'll understand. If you don't, you probably won't. But if you do, it's just if you have put up with your sibling for their entire lifetime, if you could unleash something in their tent, you would.
Okay,
You would.
Next chess camp, we should make everyone camp. And everyone has to sleep with each other in a tent.
I have a little brother, I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it sounds weird for people who don't have siblings, but for people who do have siblings, it just all makes sense. As the youngest of mine, I sympathize with Andrea. Yeah,